Hey! Now who the fuck am I gonna give this to? Welcome one and all to the Spooktacular edition of the Pokemon Blue Let's Play. Yeah. I think we're gonna kick everyone's ass here. We got a ground type, which, since abilities don't exist in this gen, Levitate doesn't exist, we can just fucking wreck everything. Also, I got a couple things I want to say about doing this ROM hack in the Lavender Tower, right? So, in the original Red and Blue, the sprites for Ghastly and Haunter, as well as these ladies here, while I quite like the Gen 2 ones, and they give me a good fat giggle, they're just, you know, they're just a bit spookier looking. They're a bit spookier looking, you know, in the original. And I just remember being a kiddo and coming in here in the first time and just really shitting my fucking britches, dude. Just really getting spooked hard in this place. But, you know, not everything's gonna spook you solid, and you're gonna have to accept that in life. You can catch Haunters here. They're a little bit more rare. It's kind of like in Diglett Cave. This is kind of like the Diglett Cave for Ghastlies. Because you can't catch that fucking, that Marrow. I think Cubones spawn here, like, very rarely or some shit. Yeah. I hope that item is, like, applicable in here, but I'm not gonna test it. I mean, if it spawns in here, it's probably applicable in here. But there's tons of skippable trainers in here that I'm gonna be yada 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 and all that shit. This is not one of them though, so Rod's gonna just bully her little ghosts. I love all the text that they say, you know, the Kwa and the ki type shit. Like, I don't even know what that is. I don't know what that's trying to sound like. Oh shit, that's just, I should probably put Dig up at the front. I've never looked up Sandslash's actual move set, so I don't know if it ever learns like an earthquake or some shit, but I think I can get an Equake TM relatively easily. But I don't, the only battles in here that even might be slightly difficult is the Marowak. Like, the Marowak that you have to fight can be tricky, especially because it's level 30 and it's got a beefy ass attack stat. It's pretty fast. It's got like multi-hitting moves with Bone Club, I think, if I remember correctly. It can be kind of spooky, especially in the remake, where I think Marowak's a much better Pokemon in Gen 3 than it is in Gen 1. I'm so glad I bought a fat stack of Repels. That was a great decision. Ooh, an HP up. I gotta think about who I want to use it on. Should I use it on someone whose HP is already fat, like a Wigglytuff, or someone who could use a little bit more in that department? You know, Betty has a higher one than Bong, but Bong's is gonna jack right the fuck up once it hits level 38. So I think I'm gonna give it to Rods, who's fully evolved, but his is by far the lowest. Maybe that was the right decision, maybe not. Maybe I'm a pokey fool. Ghost, no, Qua. If you read it calmly, I think it sounds even better than if you like really overact it and get saucy with it. The only thing I don't like about Dig, because I don't mind the 2-turn thing, that doesn't like bug me. The only thing I don't like about Dig is that it's just only 10 PP, and that's just nothing. That's such a low ass amount. It's like Vine Whip, man, which I'm glad we got another grass move, so we have basically, if I remember correctly, yeah, Mega Drain has the exact same amount. So we have 20 PP of a grass move now, so that's cool. And it heals myself. That's mainly why I used it over Acid, because like, yeah, Acid's a physical attacking move, while Also, this heals you, which I think is really dandy. Acid is a physical attacking move like all poison moves are in this gen, and Victory Bell is definitely more of a physical attacking type. I just don't think a 40 power stab move that's physical is more advantageous than a move that can heal me. Also, way more Pokemon are weak to grass and poison in this gen, or in a lot of key fights, I guess, in this gen. Which is why, again, Venusaur is just so goddamn OP. Such a wonderful Pokemon. Oh yeah, I got all my PP back. I got my PP. I really think that Game Freak could have added a couple of more ghosts. You know, there could have been there could have been more than just the ghost Pokemon. You know what I mean? Because it's a whole type. So you'd think like they could have just made them like psychic type or some shit. You know what I mean? They didn't have to be their own type. They should have given them more than one goddamn Pokemon. You know, there's not one ground type, not one psychic type. I don't know. I guess there's only one dragon family. But even that's kind of stupid. I don't know. It's either gonna be Bong, Betty, or Muffin. Not Bong, Betty. It's either gonna be Rod, Betty, or Muffin, because Bong can't do anything to these guys. Grass just does nothing to these ghost things, and Rap straight up doesn't affect them. So Bong's totally useless here. Bong will also be totally useless during pretty much all of the fights on the cycling road. So I'm gonna pretty much have to grind it in the water areas leading up to our final team member, which that's fine. We'll still get it to level 38, you know. Everyone will be nice and even by the time we get to the next major battle. Can I skip you? No, I cannot. Damn, they want you battling this one. I also like how they put that item like right in your walking space. Like you have to get that item if you want to progress. Cause like if your inventory's full, better go put an item in your box, buddy, if you're gonna want to continue past this point in the game. What if a kid like didn't know that and his inventory full and he's like, well shit, I guess I gotta stop playing the game now. There's really nothing I can do at this point. But you know, it's a great item, I guess, if that's your sort of thing. Oh, and here we're at the Marowak already. Damn. Here's a fight that Bong can participate in. Let's try out that Mega Drain. Let's see how much that Mega Drain does. And I guess the Marowak tells you to leave, which is kind of freaky. That ghost looks spooky as ever. And there we go, there's Marowak. Again, I know I've been saying this a lot for this playthrough, but great sprite. Really, all that this playthrough has shown is how much I just deeply love the Gen 2 sprite set. Like, I'm really into it. I really need to attack next turn. Yeah, because it's bone clubbing. How much is that going to do to Bong? Oh my god. Oh, okay. It only hits once. Cool. How much is it going to do? A whole heck of a lot. Heck yeah. Heckin' darn, that was so cool. Sad. I like how it just gave us like a weeping final cry. Some Team Rocket bitches. Bong, I'm sorry, I'm gonna have to once again put you in the back. Cause these are probably just a bunch of poison types. I guess I could probably wrap them all to death, you know? I can probably wrap a Zubat to death. But it's gonna take a lot... that I'm used to Slash being in the front. I'm used to just spamming Slash with the Rodster. There you go, back you go. See, this is a lot quicker. You know, in theory, this is a lot quicker than Wrap, if I can effectively use the move. Also, I've moved the controller down under the table. When I was playing on the couch for the first couple episodes, so the controller was like right here with how I was sitting. So like, I don't know if you hear less clicking, but I was hearing clicking in the early episodes, and I was like, I'm unhappy with that. I'm gonna need to step up the production value here on youtube.com/why is my username this. Rod, you're level 31 and I'm proud of you, son. I really feel like I should do a check. I'm sorry for bumping in the microphone. I hate how that sounds when other people do that in the videos, so. But here's the thing though, I'm not going to cut that out because it's such a minor moment. I'm going to forget about it when I'm in editing. Just like there's always a section in every episode where I keep in like me speeding up a battle and like not talking during it. Here's the thing though. Do you care? I don't think you care. I don't think I care. Well, I guess I know I don't care. I shouldn't be in the Gen 8 Pokedex. I should be in the Gen 1 Pokedex. Looking at Gen 1 Pokemon. God, Muffin, you're so cute. So I'm looking at Sandslash. That's the Pokemon I'm looking at. No, Sandslash doesn't learn a single good fucking move. It learns Swift at 36. And then it learns Fury Swipes at 47. So I'm gonna have to give it Earthquake as a TM. Yeah, TM 26. That's even what it still is to this day, I think. But that's completely ridiculous that Sandslash just doesn't learn it. I guess that's why people don't like it, or don't use it that often, even though I'm having obviously a good time with it and I'm fond of it. But that's completely stupid that it doesn't learn just fucking anything. That's wild. I think there's a lot of Pokemon like that in Gen 1, and I'm gonna check, cause I think we should really look at the remake and see throughout the gens how much has Sandslash been allowed to evolve. You know what I mean? Does it still have like piss baby ass moves? Who knows? I'm gonna find out as soon as I'm done stalling and I actually click on it. There we go, here we are. No, pretty much no. It learns Sand Tomb at 52 now, and Sandstorm at 62. Does like Sandshrew learn a bunch of banging moves, so it's like worth keeping around? No. Nope, it doesn't. Sandshrew doesn't even learn any good moves. It just learns all the same shitty moves slightly earlier. So, yeah, I think that Sandslash just has a really shitty move pool. And that's kind of unfair. It's kind of bullshit, because it's a cool looking Pokemon that people really like visually, it seems. I don't know. Wasted potential. You know, TMs exist that can learn a few good ones. For the goal of, like, your Earthquake-mon, you know? And obviously Slash is, like, really sick in this gen, and I'm a big fan of it, because I constantly spam it in every battle. But, and yeah, he just goes away, and he spawns you here. You just teleport here afterwards. There's some Pokemon here. I don't know what Pokemon this is. It's a Nidorino. Complete. I get it, you know, they couldn't really do it, I guess, but it does just kind of look dumb just seeing a Pokemon symbol on the screen talk to you as a Pokemon. I don't know. But hey, we got the Pokeflute, which does a couple of things in this gen. For one, it makes it so that if you have a Pokemon that's asleep in your team during battle, you can wake it up, so you don't have to spend an item on, like, Awakenings or some shit. But I'm still not going to utilize that, personally, just because I'm going to utilize it in, like, no-name fuck battles, but in, like, a Elite Four type battle or a gym type battle, nah, like, that's not how I'm going to play that shit. So I'm going to attempt to catch the Snorlax. I'm not going to use it, but I'm going to attempt to catch one of them. That's the last thing I'm going to do in this episode, because I think it'll actually take a fair bit of time. So here's a fact about me. Snorlax is like my favorite Pokemon ever. It's the cutest thing. It's wonderful. I usually catch one, name it Sid, and use it for the rest of the game. This time I'm gonna catch it, name it Sid. I love the Gen 2 Snorlax sprite so much. It's a real shame to not be using it, but alas, I use it every single time I play this goddamn game, and I refuse to do that this playthrough. I highly recommend this Pokemon though. It's, you know, it's got fucking special defense up the yin yang. It's got tons of healing moves. It can hit really, really hard. It's adorable. It's just a great Pokemon. You should use it if you've never used it before. If it's just kind of been a nuisance to you, because it's kind of hard to get, and, you know, it's in the way and all that shit. You know, like, you should try it out. Give Snorlax a try. I caught one. Sleeping. Jesus. I'm gonna name it Sid just for the, you know, just for the nostalgia, just because I love it. And there we go! Gonna go on the cycling road. Yeah. At least in this game. And like the newer games, it's like, hey, you can't go here without your bike. Equip your bike first. This one just puts you on your bike.